Now I am going to show you how to integrate the Razorpay with your Laravel 11 application. So for this I am going to my main root, that means my local server root, that is www, and then there is a folder that is Laravel _11, this folder, and here I am going to create a new Laravel. Okay, so I am going to open the terminal in this location and then create a new project. So here composer, then create project, and then Laravel, and then I am going to give here payment Razorpay. So like this. So a new Laravel will be installed into this location. Just wait for some times. Yes, the installation is done. Now I am going into this folder, that is cd payment Razorpay, and then I am going to create to run the server here, php artisan serve. So that development server is running, so I am going to copy this, and in my browser I am going to paste it. So this is a fresh Laravel 11. You see, this is in the bottom it is showing you Laravel version 11.6.0. Now I will work here. I am now going to open this payment Razorpay, this folder, with my text editor here. Okay, this is my env file, and another one important, that is web.php, and into the resources views you will see this is the welcome, and this welcome page information you are seeing in the front end here. And now here I am going to do another thing, that is I am going to remove all the codes from the welcome.blade.php and test it here. For example, test. Now if I run it, you see this is test, that means it is running perfectly, right? So I am going to write a normal HTML file, normal doc file, and here I will write my payment code. That means I will write some interface to pay using the Razorpay. So I will write that code in this location. But before going to there, I am going to open a help file, that is Razorpay _Laravel11.txt. This file is created by me. I put here every step so that I can show you easily everything. So here you see this is the URL to log in into the Razorpay, and go to login, and in the login, when you will log in, you will see this type of dashboard. And you already have from the accountant setting and from the API keys, I already have the key ID and key secret. Okay, so that thing I put here, this is my key ID and this is key secret. And there are some test cards. If you want to see all the test cards of the Razorpay, I am going to that location, and you will be able to see all the test card. For example, this is the master card, this is the Visa card, and all other cards are given here. So that link I already give you here. I will share you this file, no worry, so that you can check it and you can apply it in your application easily. And install package. Now my first step is to go here and just go to the GitHub of the Razorpay. Here github.com Razorpay PHP, and here you will see that in the bottom the installation process is given here. This is the composer record, this one. But here if you do not give here the double quote, you can see some error here. So I applied the double quote here. So remember it. I am going to copy it, and that means this code just I modified with this section with double quote. Okay, so from my terminal I am going to my application here, and here terminal I am going to run this code. So this is the third-party API code for the Razorpay, and that means a package. So this package is installed. If you go to your vendor folder, now you will see there is a folder created, that is Razorpay, right? So the package is installed in this location. So this is the first step, and then you can go to the Razorpay documentation. I will write some code, but before going there I am going to do some other things, that is database. I will do work with that later. but these two items are very important. These two, I am going to copy this, and in my env file in the bottom I am going to paste this one. So as an environmental variable, I just define an environmental variable, that is Razorpay key ID and Razorpay key secret, and this is my API key ID and this is my API key secret that I already get from here. Now this step is done. Now my task is to apply the view file. How you will get the code here? You will be able to get the code easily from the documentation. You see docs.razorpay.com. you can go here. I am going to copy it, and this is the Razorpay documentation. You can go to the payments, and from the payments you can go to the payment methods, and in the payment methods you can go here. I already have written where to go. Payment gateway, web integration. So just go to the payment gateway, payment gateway, and here you will see web integration, and in the web integration you will see there is a configure payment methods. Okay, here I am going to see configure payment methods. Yes, checkout code from here, and when you will go to the configure payment methods, then you will see about payment methods configuration, and here you will see custom checkout code. Here understanding the configuration. Okay, so here all the things are given here. You can see sample codes from here. This is my checkout sample codes. Okay, so here you see that this is the JavaScript button system they applied here. Button equal to this one, and then script equal to checkout this one JavaScript file, and here are some parameters you see here, right? So the same thing I will use, but I will use this one, that is the script checkout.razorpay.com v1 checkout.js. But you see I modified the code some by the parameter, that is data key, data amount, like this way. So just this script you will have to call and then apply all the things. So just I suggest you to copy all the things from here for your easily understanding, and go to welcome bullet, and in the body I paste all the codes here. This is the rupee symbol because I am going to use because the Razorpay accept the rupee actually, so the rupee symbol is important. For example, the price of the laptop is 200 rupees, so here you will have to give 200. Here one important thing to discuss, that is in the data amount. You see here is the parameter data amount. So if you give a 200, that means here you will have to give 20,000, because you will have to multiply this by 100. So you will have to convert it into the paisa. So paisa means 200 into 100. So this is in paisa. And here you see data button text equal to who is button, it will show here, and then some important information as a note I give here, that is the custom name equal to this, customer email equal to this, and also the product name what I am going to sell, that is laptop. You see, so I give a parameter here, that is product name laptop, and data notes quantity. The notes name you can define anything here. These are not mandatory names that you will have to give these names here. You can give here any name according to your choice here. Okay, so in the notes section it is your choice. And data key equal to actually the key ID. The key ID I already have defined it into the .env file. This is the key ID. So in order to get the data from the env, what I will have to do, I will have to call the env function. So from the using the env function from the env file, I get the key ID, and this will be my data key. And data amount equal to this, and this comes from here, and button text is this. This is the image. I am going to show you this later, not this, like this. Data nodes are okay, and this is the data prefill name. You can give the prefill name here as according to your name, so that you can see that name when the payment is done. You can get the customer name, so you can fill any name here. Here I give my name. So in order to understand, just refresh this one. You see the Razorpay not defined because here I called the route, so I am going to use the route is okay. I need it. In the web.php I will have controller and route. I am going to copy this code, and into my web.php I am going to paste this one. That means I use the Razorpay controller, app HTTP controller, but there is no controller by this name. I am going to create one. So php artisan, then make controller, and then I am going to call this one, copy, and I am going to paste it here. So a new controller is created now into the app HTTP. Then you see this is the Razorpay controller. So this is my controller. Here I will have to call the functions. So this is the Razorpay controllers. Into this class I actually will create a function that is Razorpay. The route name is Razorpay, and here the name route is Razorpay. It is not mandatory for now, but you can give here, no problem. So post equal to this, and this is another function that is success, and another one is that is cancel. So here I will call all the functions. Here if you go to the bottom, I am coming with the migration letter. I will show you that later. So this is the controller. Actually here in the top I will have to use this one, that is Razorpay API. So remember it, this is very important. In the top you will have to call this, and after that this is the controller. Into the controller, this is my functions. I am going to copy all the codes from there and paste it here. So what is actually happening here, I will show you it. dd request of request all, what are actually coming here I will show you, okay, in the first function. So let's run it, refresh. You see pay with Razorpay, but this button is actually the web button. That means if I click here, you will see this is actually a pop-up. That means this will work according to JavaScript. When if you call into the pay with Razorpay, it is not actually going to take you to their website or to any checkout page. It is actually loading it as a pop-up here into the space where you are. So here you see this is my name, and this is the total amount is 200, and you see there is no logo here, right? Here is just M showing here. So here you see there is a parameter into the welcome.blade.php, that is this one, that is image. So this image actually is hot image. I am going to show you. I am going to copy this, and into my browser I am going to paste it. You see there is a logo. If you want, you can put any Razorpay logo in your local computer and just link that here. You can also do that. I am just going to use this web version logo from the web so that I can do it easily. So now refresh it, you will see a logo here. You see this is the logo. That means this image is loading now here, okay. And here my name is showing from my account because I am logged in here, and here you see there is a contact detail showing. You will have to give a valid phone number here. So give an Indian valid phone number here. Proceed. 10-digit number 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, I can give up to 10 digit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, on less. Proceed. Now I am taken here, and it is asking me to pay. You see there is a card option. I am going to click on card, and I can give here the card number and anything, any other things. My valid card for the Razorpay is this. So expiry date you can give any date here like this. CVV number you can give here. You see there is a card holder's name. As I give a prefill information here, data prefill name, my name, so it is actually showing here as a card holder's name. You can also skip that, no problem. Now I am going to click on the pay. Save your card. Without saving card, I do not actually need to save my card now. If you pay and save your card, it will ask a OTP or something like that. So I am not going to do that right now. Okay. So my task is now to click on pay without saving card. Okay. Loading bank page. Here it is OTP. You can give here cancel. the OTP should not come here, but it is coming. Why? Cancel the payment failed. Okay, it is asking me OTP. So what I can do, I am going to do one thing, that is pre-fill here, contact. I am going to give a number 10 digit. Let's check it how actually what is coming here. I am going to give the card. Okay, now expiry is 12/26. Pay now. Okay, I am now going to click on saving card. Okay, it is showing me failed, so pay and save card into OTP, skip saving card. Okay, it is actually tell me to use the one on your card ending with OTP sent to your phone number linked to your card. I can give any number as OTP. Okay, submit, successful. Okay, so that means you can actually give any OTP. Actually, you do not need to have any specific thing, just you can give anything. Here you see this is the token. That means I take the data into controller here. So what request is coming, actually first time I am going to get it. So I get the token, and another one you see, that is a Razorpay payment ID. Okay, so that means if the payment is okay, there is no error, I must have a Razorpay payment ID in my hand. So you see, as a next step, I am going to check if request Razorpay payment ID. That means if there is any ID into this variable, then that means I can proceed to the next payment stage. Okay, so here payment equal to this, and I put this. You see from the payment using this ID, I am going to fetch the information. If I now go to this step and make this step off, so what is actually going to be happen? So refresh it, resend. You will see I get a lot of attributes here now. And for example, I get this is the ID, an entity is payment, amount was this in paisa, and there is card information given here, card attributes. You see this is the card ID, and last 4 digit only will be saved, this one, and because for the security reason the main card will not be shown here, and all other information you see are showing. The notes are coming here. I give the attribute of the notes, customer name, customer email, product name, everything is showing here. But you see the status is now authorized. Remember that in the case of Razorpay, the authorized means the payment is not completed yet. Payment is authorized, it is okay, but to complete all the payment stage, you will have to show this status as captured. When you will see the status is captured, you will be confirmed that there is no issue in the payment and the payment is successfully done. So not authorized, I need actually the capture. So how I do that? You see there is another stage, that is payment capture. So what I will do, from the payment, there is an array. You see the amount equal to payment amount. So what is the payment amount here? This one. This is actually the main figure that I am going to pay. So that one is I am showing to pass as a parameter here, payment of capture, and I get the response here. So now change it and DD response. Now check what is happening. I am going to refresh it again, and I am going to open it again. You see the status is now captured. That means the payment is now successfully done. So when the payment will be successfully done, I will save all the data into the database. That means all the payment information I will save into a database table. So I need to create a database and to create a table now where I will save the payment information. So it will only happen when the payment is captured or successful. Okay, so I make it off, and here insertion data is given here, but How I will handle it? I already given that code here. That means I will have to create a migration. PHP artisan make migration, create payments table. I will have to create a migration file now. So in order to create the payments table, I will have to create migration file first, that is payment, create payments table. So go to database, you will see a file will be created here, that is migrations, and this file is created, that is payments migration file. And here what I will insert, I already have written it here, so just copy the data from here, and I am going to paste it here. So here I am just now going to show all the data here. And what will be happened, you will see this is the payment ID, product name, quantity, amount, currency, customer name, customer email, payment status, payment method, etc. given here. Now I am going to run the migration, that means PHP artisan migrate. But here you will see yes, migration is done. Okay, now I am going here. What is the table? Actually nothing happened, because it is showing migration is done, create table, but the problem is I did not define any database name yet. So I will actually create a link here, that means DB connection. I will fix it here, it will be MySQL connection, and all the data that are given here invalid, I am going to make it valid. So this is the valid MySQL connection code, because I will use the MySQL database here. So DB database name I can give here, that is for example payment of Razorpay. So right, so payment of Razorpay, username root, and password 12345678. So I am going to copy this one, and I am going to create a database by this name here, that is payment Razorpay. You see there is no table now here. So in the migration I am going to do the same thing, that is PHP artisan migrate. Now you will see all the migrations are now completed, and now I am going to open it, and you will see all the necessary tables by default are comes here, and my custom table, that is payments table, is here. I am going to open. You see there is no data here, and all the default tables that Laravel 11 creates in the MySQL, that is coming here, cache logs, failed jobs etc. given here. So this is my payments table, and the data will be saved here in this stage that you see in the controller here. So here you see response of ID, from where I get the payment ID. If you go to this stage, you will see I will have a payment ID, this ID, because this is a array, payment array. So here response array. So in the response of ID actually means this one, the first one, and you will see here after this, that is the product name. It is important, that is response nodes of product name. How I can get it? You see from the response attributes here, you will see here product names. That is given from where I am again seeing it, it is under nodes. So you see there is a nodes array here, this one. So main array is response array, and into there is a nodes variable. That means this is another array, you see attributes array, and here these are the information, customer name, customer email, etc. So I call it like this: response node, product name, response node quantity, response amount, and in the node I also call the response node customer name and email. And response amount is this amount, this is the amount that is in the Paisa, but you see this is in Paisa, but my main rupee is actually I multiplied it by 100. So I will now divide it by 100 in order to get the actual rupee amount, because I will save this amount into the database table, that is the real amount. So I am going to divide it by 100. And response currency is actually given here. You see currency INR, it will be saved into my database table. And payment method I put here, that is a straight Razorpay, it is okay. And status is payment status, that will be actually captured, this one. So okay, the payment will be saved, and then when payment is done, I push the user into here, that is into the success route. Success route means the success function will be called, and you will see payment successful. And if any error happens, then it will take you to the cancel route, and where the cancel view will be called, the cancel function will be called, and here I write payment failed. Okay, this is very straightforward method and it should work. First I am going back, this is my application. Okay, and I am going to close this one. Here you see there is no data, and here in the transaction you see there is a transaction. I will see the transaction now, and here you see there is no current transaction. This captured is today. This is okay. Now I am going to show you another one, that is I am going to change the amount. Okay, so instead of 200 I give here 300, so here it will be 30,000. Okay, so I change the name of I change the price value here. So here I will refresh and you will understand now. So first I am going to refresh it, pay with Razorpay, click here, it is coming here, go to cards, from which card I will pay. I am going to give the card information, that is the Visa card, expiry date equal to, for example, this one, and CVV number is this one. Then I am going to click on pay now and pay and save without saving card. I am going to click here, and OTP, give anything as the OTP, click on submit. Payment successful, please wait, and it is taking you see that total payment that was done, that is 300 rupee. So it takes you to this space here, payment not found. Sorry, I made a mistake here. That is, you see Razorpay controller, I used a payment, so I must have a model here by the name payment. So I am going to create PHP artisan make model payment. So payment model is created. So if I go to here models, you see this is the payment model. I am not going to touch the code, but in the top I will have to call the model. So this is use app models payment. Now it will work. Already the transaction is done. If I refresh, you will see that data is not saved into the database for error, but the Razorpay payment is completed, right? So here you will see that 300 rupees should come here. You see this comes here. So I am going to make another payment here. You see here is no data saved. Now I fix the error. Now I am going to click on pay with Razorpay again. I am going to use the card. So same card I am going to use here now. So here on 226, this one, pay now without saving card. Here I am going to give any OTP, submit, and then the payment is going to be processed. Okay, so redirecting in 1 second. Okay, so you see now there is no error and payment successful is showing. If I now go to here, if I refresh, another 300 will come here now, and so that you can understand the payment is successful. So you will see this is captured here coming, yes. So 300 rupee, and you see the status is captured, right? That means no failed. But I tested some payment some times ago. You see all are failed. But what payments are successful, that are showing as captured, and amount is 300, and this is the payment ID, right? Pay 074YVMC, right? Like this. Now if I go to the payment, you will see 074YVMC. So payment ID is saved into my database table. Product name, quantity, amount, currency is INR, customer name, email, payment status is captured, and payment method is this. So everything is working. So I hope you have understood how to integrate the Razorpay payment gateway into the Laravel 11.